Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Sethum, and today in this video, folks, I'm going to be showing you how to make metal tools. Now, obviously, this is a guide and video designed for people just starting out in Ark, and I know that most people that already play or have been playing it for a while know exactly how to do this. So, obviously, as I said before, this is aimed at people just starting out in Ark. So if you folks enjoy this video, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, remember to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content. And why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this can be found down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. In order to make metal tools, you will need metal ingots, which is smelted out of metal ore. Metal ore can be obtained from rocks such as this, although you won't obtain it in a large quantity. However, when you are making up your base, you will from time to time obtain some metal ore. There are also metal veins, which I will show you later what they look like in the game. So let's crack a couple of these rocks and see what happens. As you'll see, I get a lot of flint and some stone, and from time to time I will get some metal. It's not all the time, so we'll just keep cracking on until we get a bit of metal. As you can see, this is not a very viable solution for getting metal, as you don't get all that much. The next thing I'm going to show you is these round rocks next to rivers. These tend to yield a bit more metal than your standard rocks. Obviously, again, it will take time, and these round rocks you will often find around rivers and water bodies and stuff like that. At the moment I am not getting absolutely anything. There we go, we've got one metal. So we've had to break that many rocks to find some metal. Obviously, by doing this, you will get a lot of stone, a lot of flint, and not all that much metal. And I don't know why that giga is here. Oh, that really, really scared me. So that is one of my lost gigas, which kind of scared the heck out of me. Anyways, carrying on. Let's have a look at these. These should yield some metal. Hopefully, there we go. We've got one metal. Normally, the rocks that you want tend to be somewhat submerged in water, and they will yield a bit of metal. You can also get them from the other rocks, although rarer. Right, I'm going to go and put this giga away, and then I will show you what a metal vein looks like. Okay, so let's go and find us a metal vein. I will show you the coordinates as well as the location from an aerial point of view so you guys can find it. This is close to a spawning area, and you can see these golden rocks. Well, those are the metal veins. Now, some are fully golden like that over there, and some have a bit of black to them. The rich metal vein would be the fully golden one. However, the ones that are black and have a bit of gold on them also yield a decent amount of metal. We do have some dillos following a moss chops. Hopefully they won't get in our way. So these are the coordinates. I showed you the map just before. That is what that looks like. So that is on top of a hill. Here you can also find crystal if you want and need it. And as you can see, I am getting quite a decent amount of metal from this. Obviously, if you want to get more metal, then you should probably use an Ankylosaurus, as they do harvest more metal than you would with a pick. To get a metal ingot, which I will show you later on, you will need 2 metal ore, which will give you 1 metal ingot. To craft metal tools, you will also obviously need, apart from the metal ingot, you will need hide, wood, and other such items. So let's have a look at this. As you can see, it will yield some metal, not as much as the one before. Still a decent amount, and still worth getting. I'm gonna go further up, and there we go. As you can see, we have some crystals. We have plenty of rich metal ore around. So obviously, to harvest crystal, you will need a metal tool. And obviously, you will need a pickaxe, because if you use a hatchet, you will only get stone. So I'm going to get some more metal, then make my way back to base, and I will show you what you need to do to turn it into metal ingots, as that is what you will need for crafting metal tools. Alright, now that I am back at base, time to get the stuff that I need put into either a forge or an industrial forge. And with the industrial forge, you will obviously need gasoline to run it. With the normal refining forge, you will want to use wood, as that is what it uses as fuel. You can also use spark powder, I believe. You can craft it at level 20, and these are the materials that you will need to craft a refining forge. Once you have set down the refining forge, obviously put in the wood or fuel that you will use to light up the forge. I did make some fuel before in this, so obviously that's why I've got all those materials. We'll put in some wood, we'll put in a pinch of this metal ore, and set it ablaze. Obviously this will take time to smelt. I will remove all the other bits and pieces, and in the industrial forge you can of course do the exact same thing, and it does it a lot faster. So we'll wait a couple of seconds to see what happens. And as I said before, in order to get 1 metal ingot, you will need 2 metal ore. I'm going to quickly drop off some of the stuff here. I'm going to put that in my preserving bin and kind of empty out my inventory, as metal is quite heavy, of course. You will obviously need a smithy to craft your items in. Obviously the smithy is learned at level 20, and as you can see, this is what you will need to craft a smithy. You will also of course need to learn the anagrams for the metal tools that you want to craft. So let's have a look at the forges. We have 2 metal ingots over here that have been crafted at the cost of 2 metal ore each. So as you can see, we already have some metal going on, and we have quite a bit of metal in this. So I'm going to pick this up, let the rest to craft. We will also need several other items such as wood. I'm going to quickly turn this off because it doesn't need to be on. I don't need much more metal than that. And where did I put my smithy? There it is. And to craft a metal pick, you will need 1 metal ingot, which is made out of 2 metal, 1 wood, and 10 hide. So I'm going to go and get the materials that I need. Also, to craft a metal hatchet, you will need a metal ingot, 1 wood, and 10 hide. The metal hatchet can be learned at level 20, whilst the metal pick can also be learned at level 20. As of course they do take durability damage over time as you use these metal tools. You will obviously also have to repair them, and that will also require materials such as metal, wood, and hide. So I'm going to show you folks at what levels you need to be to craft the metal hatchet and the metal pick. So as you can see, these are the materials required to craft the metal pick. Also, whilst we are here, might as well have a look at the hatchet, and as you can see, you can unlock the anagram at level 20. I've just shown you what you need to be able to craft. You can also of course craft the metal sickle, and I think in terms of metal tools that should be it. So that is it. Oh, you can also of course do a sword. That is unlocked at level 30, and I think that is it for the metal tools. So let's craft a couple of these. So we will craft a metal pick, a hatchet, and why not a metal sickle. and the sickle is obviously used to gather fiber, and the sword is obviously a defensive or offensive weapon. It's a melee weapon, and as such not very useful, as you don't really want to get close to things in this game. Once you have crafted them, you can put them in your inventory, or you can put them in your hotkey bar and use them as and when you need them. So obviously the metal sickle will gather fiber, as you can see now. That's all it does. With the metal pick you can gather stone and flint. You will get more flint than stone, as well as metal when you harvest rocks and metal nodes. You can also gather crystal, and crystal can only be gathered with a metal pick. You can gather more thatch than wood when harvesting trees, as with the hatchet you will gather more wood than thatch, as well as stone and only stone when you harvest stone and crystals. So that is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found the video useful. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for more similar content, and if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos here on the channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And remember to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content. Also, for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this can be found down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment. That is it from me for this video, folks. Until next time, stay safe